This program is designed to provide general information with regards to the subject matters covered. This information is given with the understanding that neither the hosts, guests, sponsors, or station are engaged in rendering any specific and personal, medical, financial, legal, counseling, professional service, or any advice. You should seek the services of competent professionals before applying or trying any suggested ideas.
Books, PD products, science, fashion, and glam talk. From Bollywood to Hollywood, it's Meet and Greet with Dr.Afshan Hashmi. Every Thursday at 6 p.m. Eastern Time. Right here on K4HD Radio and Talk4 TV. And here's your host, international speaker, educator, award-winning entrepreneur, and best-selling author, Dr. Afshan Hashmi.
Hello, everyone. This is your loving host, Dr. Afshan Hashmi, live in Meet and Greet with Dr. Afshan Hashmi. Today's show will be very interesting because the topic is very interesting. I will give you some tips how to prepare for Christmas, and I will tell you what I do to prepare for Christmas. But before diving into the topic, let me remind you that these are my two books. The first one is The Modern Mughal Mentality, New Strategies to Succeed in India and the Global Marketplace. This book was hot #1 new release on Amazon, and also it was bestseller on Amazon. My second book, The Outbreak of a Monstrous Infection, was also an Amazon bestseller. Please go and buy these two books and give me an honest review. Folks, I am a full-time writer and these two are self-published books, and the sale of this book brings food to the table. So please go and buy these two books and give me an honest review. And also for my second book, The Outbreak of a Monstrous Infection, I want a movie to be made, and you can go to my website www.afshanhashmi.com and see what Tailflix has done the evaluation of this, and they have compared this book with Crazy Rich Asians and also the blockbuster movie Outbreak and Contagion. And so, friends, please, all those Hollywood, Bollywood, and any independent or whoever makes movies or TV series, please contact me at drafshanhashmi.com. The script of this book, The Outbreak of a Monstrous Infection, is ready to go, and I have written the script also. And so please contact me if you want to produce it into a movie or a TV series. And for this book, The Modern Mughal Mentality, New Strategies to Succeed in India and the Global Marketplace, I want a documentary to be made, and there are many companies which are featured in this book. So all those companies, CEOs, if you are listening, for example, McDonald's, Pizza Hut, and Levi's, Starbucks. If any one of you are hearing, please contact me at afshanhashmi.com, and I want a documentary to be made. So all those documentary producers, please contact me at afshanhashmi.com. Having said that, friends, now I will go on a break, and TJ, my sound engineer, will play a commercial.
Would you love exposure for your business, product, or service to over 300 million potential listeners? Send an email to info@talk4media.com. And now let's hear from some of our sponsors.
Chapter 2: How Jugaad Leads to Multi-Sector Success Stories in India, including definitions of the Jugaad Management Principle business model, of the book The Modern Mughal Mentality, New Strategies to Succeed in India and the Global Marketplace. Inspiration. True Jugaad is an inspiration on how to create products using technology that meet the price value equation. According to a Harvard Business Review article featuring expert Prahlad and Mashelkar, most innovation programs are built on the assumptions of affluence and abundance. We see the rich and the young in both the developed and the developing countries demanding environmental friendly products and services. They also believe that affordability and sustainability are crucial to driving successful business today. New technologies and radical business models are important not only to penetrate mass markets in India but in the entire world. By reconfiguring all areas of the business structure, they will pull.
A monstrous infection is spreading worldwide. OMG, is this a simple infection or a deliberate attempt to ruin the human population? Or maybe it's bioterrorism. What is this global infection and who is spreading it? Help us find out. Go to Amazon and search for The Outbreak of a Monstrous Infection. The human race needs your help to make this go viral. Go to Amazon.com and read The Outbreak of a Monstrous Infection to find out what happens next. Go now! The world is depending on you.
And now, back to Dr. Afshan Hashmi's radio show.
Hello viewers around the globe, this is Dr. Afshan Hashmi live for her radio show at K4HD and Talk 4 TV show, and I just wanted to request you that please give me sponsorship if you want this show to continue. Having said that, friends, I will see you in another episode of K4HD Radio plus Talk 4 TV show, and if you give me sponsorship, I will give you very reasonable price, and also you will get lot of promotion as this show is syndicated worldwide to more than 300 million listeners. Cheers and bye bye. So now, friends, I will give you some tips, and we'll be talking about how I prepare for Christmas. Preparing for Christmas early is a savvy way of avoiding stress and chaos in December holiday. First, number one is set a budget. The first step for Christmas planning is to make a holiday budget that you can commit to. When planning your budget, consider the prices of gifts, holiday cards, decorations, travel, and Christmas Day and Christmas Eve deals. Looking at prices online is an easy way of gauging how much everything will cost. Create a list. Start thinking about gifts early in your Christmas preparation. Make a list of everyone you want to purchase gift for, and then brainstorm ideas for each person. Planning your gifts ahead will help ensure that you have enough gifts for every person. Thinking about gifts for far in advance is also important in case you need to buy something early, such as tickets to a popular play or sports game. Don't forget that practical gifts such as soap, spices, books, or phone stands are appreciated just as much as fun gifts. Also, consider educational gifts such as books, especially for children. And now, friends, I will go on a break and DJ will play. I made a movie couple of years back on Thanksgiving, and I just wanted to share that with my viewers. Hello, viewers around the globe. This is today is Thanksgiving 2020, and happy Thanksgiving everyone, and hope you are safe and healthy. And I am very thankful to Almighty God that He gave me an opportunity to survive COVID-19 coronavirus, and I am safe and healthy, and my family is safe and healthy. So I am very thankful to God Almighty that we didn't have to go through that calamity of coronavirus, and I am so thankful to God. So today I am celebrating Thanksgiving, and I am thankful to all mighty God as well as all my family and friends. Wherever you are, this is a message for you. Happy Thanksgiving and be safe and healthy. Having said that, friends, you know I am best-selling author of two books, The Modern Mughal Mentality, New Strategies to Succeed in India, and The Global Marketplace. And this one is a business book where I devised a business model, and this one is a science fiction geared towards mystery. And when this book came in 2019, there was no trace of coronavirus. So, friends, I am going to read little bit from both my books, and both were Amazon bestsellers. And if you haven't bought my books, please go and buy my books. They are available in paperback, in audiobooks, in Kindle and Nook, wherever books are sold. So, having said that, let me read first from this book, and then I will read from this book. And I will read little bit of the introduction from the book. I am an expert in innovative and value creation market entry strategies for corporations. I have discovered that India's economy flourishes because its businesses think big. They don't let obstacles overcome their visions. Get creative. Ingenuity is used to transform limitations. Maximize resources in every way possible. Know their customers. Think favorably of change. Provide high social value to their clients. Are driven by dreams of grandeur. Born in India and educated both in India and the US, I often felt frustrated with the lack of relevant information essential to doing business successfully in the Indian marketplace. Throughout my career, I witnessed how various low budget, easy to implement Indian strategies can benefit global companies. It is for this reason that I decided to create a book that fills the voids and guides Western corporations to achieve their goals in India and beyond. Today, India is a rising giant and now known to be one of the fastest growing economies in the world. For the full fiscal year 2014/2015, the Indian government estimated that the economy would expand 7.4%. This represents a significant acceleration over the revised 6.9% increase for the fiscal year 2013/2014, previously reported plus 5.8%. The Indian government revised the previous data series to reflect new methodology and a change in the base year. Thus, I saw the potential and timeliness of the project. Even though my inspiration was India, I knew that my business philosophies would translate well not only in my own consulting business to help my clients, but I began to see a correlation between the way that I had constantly applied Jugaad in my business practices and my high level of achievement. I seemed to excel at whatever I did. I believed that interpreting my business philosophies could fill a void in the current business manual market. I started to notice examples of Jugaad in all sectors in my daily life in the United States. Finally, I decided there should be a template for all companies to improve their bottom lines. This led me to create the Jugaad Management Principle, a new business model which can inspire out of the box thinking and innovative strategies to stay ahead in today's market. As I worked on the book, I began to implement the new business model and witnessed the transformation of many businesses. I believe that the flourishing Indian economy is due to both jugaad and a striving for greatness that modern Indians inherited from their Mughal influenced history. Thus, I named my book The Modern Mughal Mentality, which can be defined as fusing lofty ambitions with practical and innovative ways of maximizing resources to achieve your objectives. Linking Mughal emperors to modern business giants is nothing new. The Mughal emperors of India believed that a good name for kings is achieved through lofty buildings. Like their architecture, their business legacy was also known to be one of the greatest in the world, an indicator of their powerful civilization. Eventually, the word Mughal, which was the Arabic pronunciation of the word Mongol, morphed into the word Mughal in the English language and is still used to describe a very successful and wealthy businessman. So, this was a little part of the introduction from my business book, The Modern Mughal Mentality, New Strategies to Succeed in India and the Global Marketplace. And friends, now I will read from my second book, which is a mystery book, and this was also a bestseller on Amazon. And here I go, I'm reading from the first chapter. Chapter 1, 1964 to 2018. In a sprawling bungalow in Potomac, Maryland, USA, lived Dr. Honey Singh, a board certified internal medicine and family practice physician, along with his beautiful wife, Baby Singh. Baby Singh was a fashionista and was funding women's causes through her Honey Bay Foundation. She had a ladies' book club by the name of Baby's Glam and Glitzy Club, which had many glam and glitzy ladies who were professionals living in Washington, D.C., Potomac, Maryland, Virginia, and even Beverly Hills, California, as well as elites from all of America meeting at her place on the last Wednesday of every month, discussing various aspects of charities they wanted her and Dr. Honey to fund in this club. There was a wide spectrum of career women. There were doctors, lawyers, actresses, business owners, and models, to name a few. In these book club meetings, members would come prepared after reading a book of a famous woman author, and that author was even invited from any part of the world to give her presentation, followed by a Q&A in this prestigious and elite gathering. The book club was followed by a sumptuous meal which was especially prepared by a celebrity chef with his or her quality cuisine. So this was a little bit from the first chapter of the book. So I read both my books. So now I have plans to celebrate Thanksgiving with my hubby on a beautiful dinner. So I will prepare a dinner, and then we both will sit and eat and thank God for all the good things He has given us. And we are very thankful to Almighty God, and also we are very thankful to our family and friends for being there for us whenever we need you. Having said that, let me know when I put this video that how are you celebrating your Thanksgiving in this COVID-19 era. We cannot go out, we cannot invite anybody, so just two of us, me and my husband, we will sit and thank God. And I am going to do some grocery and prepare some nice meal today, and then we will sit and eat that and thank God for all the good things He has done to us. Having said that, friends, please remember to buy these two books. They both were Amazon bestsellers, and you would love these two books. And this one was, as said, a business book, and this one was a book where virus spreads and ruins the human population, kind of what coronavirus did to the human population. And when this book came in 2019, the outbreak of a monstrous infection, there was no trace of coronavirus. So in a very unique way, I have educated my readers about bioterrorism, and I know many people have bought this book, that's why it's a bestseller, but I haven't received those many reviews. So if you have bought my book, please give me an honest review, and also I can do do video reviews of movies, cosmetic products, and also like I can do book reviews, and I have a book club, and as well as I have a Patreon page. So please go to my Patreon page, www.patreon.com/Afshan Hashmi, and see what kind of membership is available there, and please help me in my innovation and creativity. Having said that, friends, now cheers with this beautiful cup I always do cheers with, and bye bye. So now, friends, I'll be talking about holiday stress and ways to deal with it. The holiday season is the most wonderful time of the year, but it can also be a time that heightens stress and depression. That being said, we have designed this guide to show you how to relieve holiday stress. According to a survey by the American Psychological Association APA, the holidays are a stressful time for the majority of people because of a variety of reasons, including intensified focus on family productivity and finances. Besides, it is found that women are more likely than men to have holiday blues or feelings of sadness from holiday stress. It is almost impossible to not feel tension when you are trying to juggle a lot of tasks within a very limited time frame. To help you enjoy a more stress-free holiday season, we have put together some information about the most common sources of holiday stresses along with recommendations to help you find meaningful ways of for managing holiday stress. Avoid overcommitting yourself, set priorities, create a spending budget, exercise, get more natural light exposure, avoid perfection, seek professional help, stop worrying, create wish lists, skip the gifts, manage your kids' holiday stress. And now, friends, I will go on a break, and DJ, my sound engineer, will play another commercial.
Would you love exposure for your business, product, or service to over 300 million potential listeners? Send an email to info@talkformedia.com. And now let's hear from some of our sponsors.
A monstrous infection is spreading worldwide. Oh my God, is this a simple infection or a deliberate attempt to ruin the human population? Or maybe it's bioterrorism. What is this global infection and who is spreading it? Help us find out. Go to Amazon and search for the outbreak of a monstrous infection. The human race needs your help to make this go viral. Go to Amazon.com and read The Outbreak of a Monstrous Infection to find out what happens next. Go now. The world is depending on you.
The Outbreak of a Monstrous Infection, Chapter 1, 1964 to 2018, and this is the sample track, and it is read by Dr.Afshan Hashmi. In a sprawling bungalow in Potomac, Maryland, USA, lived Dr. Honey Singh, a board-certified internal medicine and family practice physician, along with his beautiful wife, Baby Singh. Baby Singh was a fashionista and was funding women's causes through her Honey Babe Foundation. She had a ladies' book club by the name of Baby's Glam and Glitzy Club, which had many glam and glitzy ladies who were professionals living in Washington, D.C., Potomac, Maryland, Virginia, and even Beverly Hills, California, as well as elites from all of America meeting at her place on the last Wednesday of every month discussing various aspects of charities they wanted her and Dr. Honey to fund. In this club, there was a wide spectrum of career women. There were doctors, lawyers, actresses, business owners, and models, to name a few. In these book club meetings, members would come prepared after reading a book of a famous woman author, and that author was even invited from any part of the world to give her presentation, followed by a Q&A in this prestigious and elite gathering. Now I'll be talking about how to deal with holiday financial stress. The holiday season usually comes with large cash outputs. According to eMarketer, Americans spend more than $1 trillion during the 2018 holiday season, the strongest growth since 2011. The increase in holiday consumption has to do with low unemployment, rapid income growth, and high consumer confidence. In terms of consumer level spending, the National Retail Federation says that winter holidays have the highest average planned spending per person. Throughout the year, without proper budgeting, many people end up with credit card debts and a smaller disposable income for self care, which can lead to unhealthy emotions. Create a holiday spending budget. Come with your holiday expenses list. First of all, sit down and list all the holiday expenses you will have. This might include items such as gifts and gift wrapping supplies, holiday cards, holiday decorations, travel expenses, holiday dinner parties, and donations to charity. Log them on a spreadsheet, journal, or whatever medium you find most convenient. Set the limit. Once you have your list of potential expenses, move into examining your disposable income and savings and then determine the amount you feel comfortable spending. It is always tempting to be overly generous during the holidays, so try to remain realistic and honest about your financial situation and only spend the money you have. Allocate money. Now you can start categorizing your expenses into several buckets. Their labels might look something like this: Christmas dinner, gift for family, gift for friends, gift exchange at work, holiday travel, house decor, etc. Then you should do a little bit of thinking and prioritization and assign a set amount to each of these categories. The money allocation serves as a limit to prevent you from overspending. Track your expenses. Once you have your expenses planned, categorized, and allocated, you can do the fun part: shop. As you begin shopping, make sure to keep all the receipts and log each item on a budget sheet. Frequently return to the sheet and evaluate your spending patterns. Most importantly, make sure to stick to the budget. Some other helpful holiday stress management tips to ensure that you keep your holiday spending under budget. Conduct research by comparing gift prices across sites or department stores. Be creative with your gift wrapping supplies and repurpose leftover material you have may have saved up over the years. Reduce the use of credit cards and only spend what's available to you. Instead of purchasing individual gifts for each friend and family member, host a festive gathering to express your gratitude and appreciation towards them. See how seasonal affective disorder causes holiday stress. Another cause of holiday stress has to do with the change of seasons. According to Mayo Clinic definition, seasonal affective disorder SAD is a category of depression that starts around the beginning of autumn and lasts throughout the winter season when there is less natural light. Many who suffer from SAD experience their energy being depleted and a moodier emotional state. Here are some of the signs and symptoms: frequent depressive emotions, low energy, insomnia, weight gain, feeling of sluggishness and irritation, changes in appetite and weight, difficulty with concentration, suicidal thoughts. Though it is hard to quantify how much SAD actually contributes to holiday stress, it is helpful to have it in the back of your head as you try to diagnose the causes of your frazzleness and find stress relief during the holidays. Exercise, exercise, exercise. Regular exercise is a simple yet powerful way to alleviate sad symptoms during the cold winter months. Try to implement a regular cadence in your schedule to run a mile or bike around the neighborhood. In fact, when the body is in an active mode, the brain activates a part of chemical called endorphins, which interacts with the brain receptors to reduce the perception of pain. Another thing that this chemical does is to generate a positive feeling, which causes the people who are exercising to feel energized and uplifted, which further boosts self esteem. Light exposure. Increasing your body's exposure to natural light helps alleviate sad symptoms by regulating the rhythm of the body and the mind. You can do simple things such as opening up the blinds or curtains more frequently and taking on strolls during the daytime. We know that daylight tends to be more limited during the winter months, so another way to combat this is to utilize light therapy. This is typically done via a light box that gives off light rays mimicking natural light. You may place the box close to where you usually sit or work and make sure to not stare at it directly to minimize damages or irritation to the eye. One of the easiest holiday stress relieving tips we have found is sniffing citrus oil. Research indicates lemon and orange fragrances can boost levels of no norepinephrine, no norepinephrine, a hormone that affects mood. Dab a little citrus essential on your wrist or a handkerchief for a quick hit of well-being that mitigates holiday stress. A plant extract called 5-HTP that's available in capsules at many drugstores can help increase serotonin levels, reduce feelings of anxiety, and improve sleep. And getting a sound 40 winks every night is one of the best tips for managing stress during the holidays. If you are taking medications or have any health condition, consult your physician before adding supplements to your routine. Acupuncturists tell us that the fleshy area between your thumb and index finger is called the Hagu spot. Squeezing it can reduce tension in your upper body. When you begin to feel overwhelmed, apply firm pressure to this spot for 30 seconds or so while focusing on a few deep breaths. This is our favorite of all holiday stress tips because you are literally giving yourself a squeeze. One of the easiest holiday stress relieving tips we have found is sniffing citrus oil. Research indicates lemon and orange fragrances can boost levels of epinephrine, a hormone that affects mood. Dab a little citrus oil on your wrist or a handkerchief for a quick hit well-being that mitigates holiday stress. Laughter reduces stress hormones and improves immune function. So turn on that silly holiday movie or song and giggle and howl with your kids about how to combat holiday stress with joy. If all things fail, go seek out help from a mental health professional or doctor. They can help you conduct diagnosis and provide appropriate remedies such as light therapy and psychotherapy. And here I want to add a disclaimer that whatever I have said, I am not a medical doctor, and so please, doing anything, first consult your physician. Having said that, friends, now I will go on a break and DJ, my sound engineer, will play another commercial for sponsorship.
Hello everyone around the world. This is Dr. Afshan Hashmi and with K4 FT Radio and Talk 4 TV. And dear friends, I am live in Maryland in a country club, and I just wanted to say that please give me sponsorship if you want these shows to go on, because it takes lot of effort and money to produce these kind of shows. Having said that, friends, please give me sponsorship, and cheers and bye bye.
And now, friends, I will tell you what I do to prepare for holidays. I go shopping for my family and friends and colleagues to exchange gifts, to give gifts to them on this great holiday. And also, every year before Thanksgiving, I clean my house and get rid of all unwanted clothes or anything and give them to charity. I do lot of cooking because cooking, somehow de-stresses me, and also I do lot of charity. And to be in the mood of Christmas, I also uh, watch some Christmas movies, some holidays movies, which cheers me up on Netflix, on Amazon, or on TV, whatever medium it is, and I watch lot of holiday movies. Having said that, friends, now I would go on a now I would ask DJ, my sound engineer, to please play another Thanksgiving, very small video it is. I made it on a Thanksgiving when me and my hubby went out for Thanksgiving dinner, and I wanted to show you that.
We haven't even tried it yet.
Hello, viewers around the globe. This is Dr. Afshan Hashmi and happy Thanksgiving. And today, friends, let's see. This is my turkey dinner. I just love Thanksgiving, and now I'll go and eat my thing, and I just said I'll hop in and talk about it. Thank you, and cheers, and bye bye.
So now is the question how to get into Christmas spirit. The first is decorate your home slash room slash space, hang garlands, lights, and wreaths. Listen to Christmas music and sing along. Watch Christmas movies, bake, enjoy some seasonal treats, get crafty, send out Christmas cards, and give lot of charities. So this is how I get into Christmas mode. And now, friends, I will go on a break, and DJ will play another commercial for sponsorship.
Hello everyone, this is Dr. Afshan Hashmi live from a barn country club in Virginia, and I just wanted to say that my K4HD radio and Talk 4 TV show called Meet and Greet with Dr. Afshan Hashmi is syndicated worldwide and has more than 300 million listeners. And if you want these shows to continue, please give a sponsorship, and I request to please give a sponsorship because these shows require a lot of energy and money to produce. So I would request everyone to give me sponsorship, and your product will be promoted in a very reasonable price, and you can contact me at afshan@drafshanhashmi.com. Cheers and bye bye.
So there are some more tips, to uh, be in the Christmas mode. It's freezing cold outside, and you are escaped from all that Christmas shopping. But you now have the perfect excuse for a duvet day. Festive PJs optional. Christmas films. We know you have seen them a thousand times, but come on, will you really ever get tired of that love actually scene? Make your own mince pies. Everyone will think you are the new Mary Berry. There's no need to tell them all you bought was a jar of mince meat and some ready rolled pastry. Get your skates on. Make the most of the pop up ice rinks, but be warned. The Torval and Dean routine is a fantasy. In reality, you will be clinging onto the railings, screaming at your boyfriend to not let go of your hand. Dig out the Christmas jumper. Sure, it's itchy as hell, but it wouldn't be Christmas without a comedy jumper. Curl up with the hot chocolate. When the Christmas partying all gets too much, get your friends and round and curl up on the sofa with a mug of hot chocolate. We like ours with a splash of Baileys, some whipped cream, and extra chocolate on top. Get recipes. Get an advent calendar. You are never too old for an advent calendar, and December is one month where you can receive a physical reward just for waking up each morning. If all else fails, get out the red lipstick. If you still feel more like Scrooge than Kris Kringle, slap on the red lipstick, throw on your itchy Christmas jumper, and blast out the bubble. And so these were some tips how to be in the mood of Christmas. So how do you like this show? And let me know in the comment section. And as you know, this show is syndicated worldwide to 300 million listeners. So if you give me sponsorship, folks, your product can be promoted in a very reasonable price to 300 million listeners worldwide. Having said that, friends, now I want to wish everyone a Merry Christmas and see you next week, next Thursday at 6 p.m. US Eastern Time with another show. And also, friends, I wanted to remind you that these are my two books. The first one is The Modern Mughal Mentality, New Strategies to Succeed in India and the Global Marketplace, and the second one is The Outbreak of a Monstrous Infection. And these two are self-published books, and for my second book, The Outbreak of a Monstrous Infection, I have already written the script and looking for producers to produce a film or a TV series. So please contact me at Afshan at drafshanhashmi.com. These two books were Amazon bestsellers, and The Modern Mughal Mentality was also hot #1 new release on Amazon. And for my Modern Mughal Mentality book, I'm looking for a documentary to be made, and many companies are featured in this. So, for example, McDonald's, Pizza Hut, Levi's, Starbucks, and many more. So all those companies, please contact me, and documentary producers, please contact me at Afshan at drafshanhashmi.com. And the sale of these two books bring food to the table. So please consider that and buy my books and give me an honest review. Having said that, friends, now I will end this program, and cheers, and see you next week at 6 p.m. US Eastern Time. And bye bye.
You've been listening to Meet and Greet with Dr. Afshan Hashmi on K4HD Radio and Talk4 TV. Tune in live right here every Thursday at 6 p.m. Eastern Time. Would you love exposure to your business, product, or service to over 300 million potential listeners? Send an email to info@talk4media.com. And remember, if you miss any part of this show or want to hear it again, find our featured show on iHeartRadio or YouTube, where all past episodes are available on demand 24/7. See you next Thursday at 6 p.m. Eastern Time, right here on K4HD and Talk4 TV.